Deputies say it was a Pryor high school student who had the gun at the game. Sheriff Mike Reed says this is why he pushed so hard to get school resource officers, and says this is why they train for these types of situations, because he says, unfortunately, it's not a matter of if, but when something bad happens. Mays County deputies say late in the third quarter of Friday night's Pryor Locust Grove football game, a parent and student alerted school resource officers that a student at the game had a gun in his pocket. Deputies say they found the teen quickly, separated him from the crowd, and found the gun.
Public safety, obviously, as number one. That's why we removed him to the side away from everybody to try to minimize the risk.
Corporal Austin Hirschberger says he and 4 other school resource officers were working the game, and says this is why they preach to students, if you see something, say something.
They potentially could have, saved something bad from happening. And again, just reiterate the fact that if you see something, say something. It takes a community to keep all of our kids safe. That's why we're pushing to add more school resource officers.
Sheriff Mike Reed has pushed for years to get SROs in the county because he believes they're key in keeping children safe. The sheriff's office got 2 a couple years ago, and now it has 5 SROs working at the schools and sporting events. And in July, all deputies and SROs train for active shooter situations.
Getting the right people in the right place, the right time, that have the right heart to do this job for the right reasons. And then when these things happen, you sure have a better chance of coming out on top.
It's a very vital role that we play. It's more of establishing relationships with the students, learning them, but then obviously in these particular incidents, we're there to handle it to keep everybody safe as well.
Sheriff Reed says he expects to have a total of 7 school resource officers working in the county by the end of this year. In Locust Grove, Reagan Ledbetter, Oklahoma's Own News on 6.